have noticed, looking at the number lines that we were drawing earlier, that some points get more than one label. So for example, if I draw this number line, and then above the number line I label the thirds, and below the number line I label the sixths, and then, just to keep things interesting, I also label the halves. I notice that lots of points get more than one label, don't I? When a point has more than one label, we call the labels equivalent fractions. Or another way to say that is, we say that two fractions are equivalent, and we write an equal sign between them if they label the same point on the number line. And this equal sign is not a coincidence. Equivalent fractions are just two different names for the same number. So in my picture up here, for example, 4/3 and 8/6 label the same point. 4/3 is equivalent to 8/6. This point here has a ton of different names, right? It's labeled 12/6. It's labeled 6/3. It's labeled 4/2. It's also labeled 2, which we could, if we'd like, write as 2 wholes. All 5 of these symbols are different names for the same number. And the 4 of them that are fractions, they are equivalent fractions. I'd like you to pause the video and find at least 2 more pairs of equivalent fractions in this picture. Pause the video and try it now. There are lots of pairs to choose from. You might have chosen any of these. You might have chosen 1/3 and 2/6, 1/2 and 3/6, 2/3 and 4/6. Any of these. 4/3 and 8/6, 3/2 and 9/6, 5/3 and 10/6. Any of these different labels of 2, 7/3 and 14/6, 5/2 and 15/6, or 8/3 and 16/6.